The Dark Coven is more enraged than ever after discovering that its most potent abilities and spells have not changed your divine destiny. They have used every prohibited sorcery and sacrificed a significant amount of worldly wealth in an attempt to stop you, only to watch in horror as your fate unfolds just as the universe planned. Higher powers determined your fate. They cannot reject yet refuse to accept what was written in celestial ink long before their coven was founded. Accept that your climb is more than merely unavoidable. It is cosmically protected, divinely ordered, and totally beyond their control. The wicked forces that are now collecting against you are boiling with hatred, no matter how agitated they get. Even if they assemble in the darkness, burning black candles and screaming old curses, they are unable to change what the stars have decided is best for you as they observe your inexorable rise. Do not be duped. The cosmos has mocked you. They lack power. Wrath becomes more fierce by the day. You were picked. You were selected. You were chosen for a magnificence beyond our understanding. The signals, the inexplicable, and comprehending the sensation of being unique. The fire in your spirit, the whispers of something more. The reason has been there from birth. Your eyes have been forced to open as others sleepwalk through life. Your spirit transcends convention, while others accept mediocrity. This was written long before you took your first breath, and the stars aligned just for your path, unlocking cosmic gates that remain closed. The whole fabric of reality bends to suit your journey between worlds. Most swing wide open as you enter your name, sending echoes into ethereal corridors where fortunes are sealed and fate is forged. Others cannot hear it. You're never really alone because there are always eyes on you, watching your enormous potential develop in accordance with the divine plan. Every morning when you wake up, keep this in mind: invisible abilities. Every night in your dreams, your soul journeys to councils where ancient creatures discuss your progress. They observe. They pay close attention to your words and movements. They've been working ceaselessly under false pretenses, certain that they're clever and strong enough to stop what the universe has ordered. That individual who plans your death while laughing at you understands that your power is growing. The person in authority who suddenly creates roadblocks in your way because they are afraid of who you could become. That spiritual advisor who secretly mocks you. They have darker rulers than they know. It may be a lawyer falsifying documents against you, a buddy turning people against you by whispering falsehoods, or someone in a uniform or with a title abusing their position to stifle your advancement. When you're suffering, pay attention to who seems to be particularly interested in your shortcomings, who seems abnormally relieved, who helps you but ultimately weakens you. They are desperate, despite their joint efforts, their routines and tactics. You continue to ascend. It enrages them beyond belief because they have finally learned the terrible reality. They cannot change your narrative. They anticipated you to be shattered by now, battered and surrendered. However, with each attempt to extinguish your light, you gain strength and brightness. Your achievement is not merely possible. It is predetermined and carved in cosmic ink, which no dark magic nor mortal hands can erase. The evening talks became increasingly heated. Their sacrifice is greater, and their cries to shadow beings are more passionate, all for nothing. They use dark arts blood rituals on moonless nights, old curses shouted into animal skulls, agreements made with beings they don't comprehend, and trembling hands flinging bones and crimson omens to uncover flaws in your cosmic armor. Every trap they set just reflects their own character. Every curse they cast returns with triple power, and every mental attack they unleash evaporates when it comes into contact with your aura. There is a reason you are here. If you sense a call, answer it. Click join. Have access to a supportive community, interesting ideas, and original content. This is an awakening, not merely a commitment to your spiritual purpose. Be one of the chosen. Your adversaries are so focused on defeating you that they are ignorant that they are also gradually being destroyed. With each failed attempt, their strength faded, their relationships strained, and their abilities diminished. This is not your typical intuition, the instinct that attracts you to certain individuals while repelling you from others. That voice whispers warnings into your ear. Your innate intuition has saved your life numerous times. This is a gift from God, forged in the fires of your previous fights. The wicked coven believed they could impair your vision since they were seasoned by all the betrayals and sharpened by all the tribulations you'd faced. They wove spells of confusion, sent out false messages, and produced intricate illusions. But your soul can see through all of their tricks. You were reared in a combat zone, not just in a suffering environment. And your third eye sees beyond coverings that make others shiver. You learn to recognize danger in the tiniest change in energy and to distinguish lies in the smallest variations. Others got great safety lectures. Your survival required nothing less. As a consequence, you acquired sensory talents that others cannot understand. You've become the dark force's most dangerous foe because they saw you as easy prey, someone they could control and drain whenever they wanted. Because, unlike the others they've met, do you see them? You comprehend their movements. Your spiritual radar identifies them far before they arrive. And any effort to break this impermeable, unbroken, and incorruptible gift strengthens it even more. Dreams that allow your psychic abilities to grow in ways that even celestial observers find astounding reveal opposing methods in extraordinary detail. An insight that can help you avoid ambushes safely. Visions that foresee possibilities before they happen. Your physical senses have also been heightened, allowing you to detect shifts in energy, smell deceit in the air, and see changes in reality that others are unaware of. The Dark Coven sought to enter your dreams, but were unable to do so because they were locked inside your imagination and being questioned by your subconscious. They were expelled, with warnings imprinted on their astral bodies. Allow your love to show if God's blessings fill your heart to the brim. Donate $100 or more by clicking the Super Thank You button to help plant seeds of faith that will change the lives of countless people. His richness is reflected in your offering. Allow His grace to flow through you and watch His kingdom grow. After attempting to create fraudulent synchronicity, they found that actual cosmic signals can be reliably differentiated from fakes. They do not comprehend that your intuitive abilities are more than just personal talents. Instead, global forces act via your individual vessel. Your intuition is not your own. It is the universe speaking via your highly tuned internal systems, which conspire against you in what they perceive to be the present. You have already quantum jumped out of their grasp. The version of you they are looking for no longer exists, and the time frame they are utilizing is out of date. This is not the typical transition. You may feel that everything in your life is moving quickly, yet old cycles and patterns are crumbling right in front of your eyes, shattering like broken glass. You are breaking free from cycles that have imprisoned you for lifetimes, leaping frequencies at speeds beyond spiritual physics. As the cosmic wheels turn, a massive celestial upheaval is about to occur. Your spiritual reality undergoes a corresponding metamorphosis. What seems to be a simple passage of time on Earth is really a big dimensional jump in the universe's plans for you. The Dark Coven continues to perform spells on a phantom version of your reality, unaware that it will be too late when they discover you have surpassed their frequency. The time period you have entered cannot be reopened. The portal you entered cannot be accessed, and this change cannot be reversed. Entities are inaccessible to those that want you harm. You have surpassed their capacity to contain. You exceeded, enhanced their magic, and foiled their goal. Every dawn enables you to go farther into parallel realities, greatly boosting your power, and every sunset freezes your progress, making it difficult for opponents to lure you back into eras where their influence was stronger. Spiritual technology, what others consider typical days, unwittingly open quantum gateways for you. You have more access than they have ever had, yet they are stuck with out-of-date spiritual software. The algorithms in your soul are set up to automatically upgrade your energy operating system in order to draw power from cosmic batteries. However, some people are unable to understand. Your own DNA is reordering and regenerating dormant strands that connect you directly to the source energy. The most alarming thing for them is that they are not alone in experiencing this acceleration throughout the world. Other people with similar emblems are emerging at the same time, forming a race of light that is too huge for any evil coven to control. These kindred spirits may be felt in dreams, meditation, and brief moments of intense connection. Their combined ascension causes seismic upheavals at lower frequencies, where bad forces operate. You see, the systems have been contaminated from the beginning, and if you pay closely, you can see that the walls are closing in. We don't beg the house for crumbs. Instead, we create our own table. Let's face it, living paycheck to paycheck, depending on the market, is a losing proposition. They control the land, the income, and the restrictions, and they'll keep you busy while they load the deck. Magic, placing artificial hurdles in your way, hoping that something, anything, would slow you down. They seek to affect how others perceive you. They use whisper networks to disseminate rumors and try to game social media algorithms against you. That phony, authoritative figure, who may be claiming legal knowledge, spiritual direction, or an official position, has become important to their goals, but pay special attention to their eyes. Notice how their confidence fades and their voice loses conviction. They sense they are losing ground. This situation, do you recall how emptiness consumed everything in its path? They wanted to show you as a victim in the never-ending drama, caught between cycles of rebirth and loss. However, the narrative has now turned around. While you are free, they are locked in the circle and consumed by the nothingness they have created. Their most powerful sea is the return from trance-state trembling, and their most skilled psychics describe terrifying visions in which they are unable to identify your energy profile in any of the usual dimensions. Confused refers to a bright light when your future should be clear. Their best divers scatter runes, cards, and bones in unusual forms. The technical surveillance system they used failed for no obvious reason. When your name is spoken, when it concentrates on your actions for an extended period of time, the energetic parasites it sends to drain you grow ill and emaciated, unable to draw even a drop of your life force. People's spiritual traps are either empty or capture items they did not want to draw. Your adversaries have prepared emergency plans in boardrooms, backrooms, temples, tunnels, digital zones, and dreamscapes. Fingers pointed. Science is split under pressure. Hierarchies fall apart when lower-level members mistrust the leadership's ability and resources run out. Stop supporting what seems to be a futile struggle against the inevitable. The dark tube trembles as something approaches your horizon, a perfectly orchestrated moment that cannot be avoided. Whatever shape it takes, know that the universe is connecting you with individuals who share your cosmic marks. People who are equally chosen, powerful, and destined for big adventures. It might be a partnership that increases your strength tenfold, a professional accomplishment that puts you beyond their reach, or a meeting with someone who knows the missing piece of your spiritual puzzle. The dominoes of destiny are perfectly aligned, and someone in the shadows is terrified as the pieces fall into place. They see a clear pattern of divine intervention developing in front of them, and are well aware that they are powerless to prevent what is about to happen. A crown that belongs on your head shines with expectancy. The throne that has awaited you for millennia is now ready. The strength that is your birthright rushes to your outstretched hands. Nothing can prevent the coronation. No human intervention. Not dark magic. Not even your own concerns. You're going to assert your appropriate stance. Stars have gradually moved their positions. Galactic forces have changed their routes, and cosmic particles have adjusted their patterns, resulting in this perfect convergence that brings you to your destiny. These cosmic mechanics have been in work for eons. The demonic coven is trying to halt a tsunami using spiritual technology, but they are unable to intervene in such large-scale catastrophes. Even if they can detect this gigantic cosmic machinery in motion paper fan attempting to align planets with a candle and breaking world law with elementary school magic, Your foes have already started to prepare for the repercussions during the most private moments. Some have even started to escape in the hopes of getting far enough away before your full power is unleashed, while others are desperately appealing for forgiveness for their crimes against you. The most clever among them have already shifted sides, secretly channeling their energy toward your ascent in the belief that their early recognition of your inevitable victory would protect them from the repercussions. Prior to your ultimate victory, prepare for one last, pathetic assault, a spiritual attack that bounces off your strength and aura, a legal entanglement that unravels upon closer scrutiny, or a betrayal that does not wound you as badly as intended. They may have submitted paperwork, made false claims, or twisted laws to avoid the law, but the underlying dishonesty would ultimately bring it down. They face hostility from the systems they are attempting to employ as weapons. The person who desperately wanted to keep you helpless, defenseless, and dependent is revealing their actual character to the world, not just your keen senses in front of a surprised crowd. Their reputation is shattered, thread by thread, in the most enjoyable manner. The dark cavern splits from the interior. Their rejection to your permission was previously all that kept them together. They unexpectedly turn against each other when their own spells fail horribly, trapping them. Websites created for you. Their alliances collapse due to distrust and blame. They believe they were the masters of darkness. However, they overlook the fact that light is essential for shadows to exist, and that your light reveals all they have attempted to conceal. The cosmic humor in this circumstance cannot be overlooked. Everything they use against you becomes the perfect stimulant for your success. Every impediment they set in your path becomes the precise stepping stone you need. Every attack they unleash serves as the precise trigger needed to awaken your latent powers in an almost hilarious display of powerlessness. Their most complex scheme, which had been planned for years and included dozens of players in a precise formulation requiring immense resources and rare components, failed. When specialist equipment fails in critical situations, the universe seems to be laughing at them. Critical individuals forget critical lines, and carefully planned astronomical alignments are interrupted by unexpected cloud forms. Nature takes deliberate attempts to keep you safe. Plants provide remarkable therapeutic properties. Animals alert you of danger and obey your unconscious commands. Even technology works in your advantage in surprising ways, with gadgets outperforming their capabilities. Connections emerge against the odds, and information emerges in unexpected ways, just when you need it. While sleeping or going about your daily routine, you are surrounded by legions of invisible forces, flaming sword-wielding angels, ancestors whose blood flows violently through your veins, and heavenly creatures attracted to your distinct spiritual identity. You may sense them when you enter a room and the atmosphere changes. Recognize them when coincidences seem too good to be true and acknowledge their presence. When you survive what may have killed you, someone linked to your soul is protecting you with tremendous light magic, even if you have never met them in this lifetime. Their prayers create barriers that demonic energies cannot cross, and their protective rituals surround you in divine light. The spiritual fight that was all around you has already ended. The battle's echoes may still be heard. Before the last move on our terrestrial board was finished, realms beyond human perception claimed triumph. The outcomes were predetermined. Nothing built against you will work, including curses muttered in shadowy places, poison delivered via a sham relationship, purposefully created legal traps, and lies that destroy your reputation published online. Everything directed at you multiplies back to the sender. Someone who digs a chain for you will ultimately perish. Every connection created for you serves as a binding restriction for them. The forces tasked with protecting you are more powerful than those allocated to most souls. Guardian angels with skills specific to your aim. Spirit guides with specialized knowledge relevant to your path, as well as ancestral guardians with centuries of combat experience. This elite security detail was deployed to you for a reason. It shows how important you are in the bigger picture. Cosmic plan. Because of your essential position in Earth's current evolutionary upheavals, the universe does not provide superior protection to lesser individuals. You're surrounded by elite spiritual forces. Your opponents are aware of the supernatural protection, but they continuously underestimate it. They search for weaknesses but cannot find any. They try to divert your attention, only to find that your defenses work independently of your conscious awareness. They attempt to assault when they are most vulnerable, but are met by secondary and tertiary protection systems that activate on their own. And, most crucially, your security is continually improving because your spiritual protection is always updating itself, learning from each attempt, plugging vulnerabilities before they can be exploited, and expanding its powers beyond what any evil force can conceive. What works against others won't work for you. The flame inside your DNA has awoken, illuminating everything around you and making you difficult to ignore. You were designed to shine with beautiful, brilliant brilliance. Your enemies are fatigued after their unsuccessful battle against you. Their resources are exhausted. Their vitality is sapped. Their options are depleted, and their spirits have been destroyed by recurrent failure. This is not something to be neglected or ignored. They watch helplessly as you seize control of what has always been yours. The wealth that is coming your way is neither little nor gradual. It's incredible and undisputed, love that grants your soul's highest desires. There is enough to put a stop to your financial worries for good, as well as advancements to positions that are suitable for you. Genuine potential. Divine alignment that fosters inner serenity in the midst of tremendous achievement, despite the fact that they cannot touch, contaminate, or lessen it in any way. They will see your climb, celebration, and all they sought to prevent happening in front of their own eyes. Cosmic powers beyond their grasp have signed the decree. Forces beyond their comprehension have cleared your way, and the celestial hand has sealed your triumph in the stars and brought it to you. Exact moment in time. You cannot change your fate. You cannot stop your climb. You cannot deny your destiny. The cosmos just grins since what has been written for you exceeds their finite powers. The Black Coven rages in hopeless fury. Beyond personal accomplishment, this victory has far-reaching implications for many others. For example, doors that you can open continue to be welcoming to those who follow. The barriers you knock down remain demolished for future travelers, and the light you produce illuminates routes for spirits you may or may not encounter. Remember this important fact: you were picked for effect, not convenience. All of the difficulties you encountered were intended to shape you into the exact instrument required for this historic moment. They were never punishments, just preparations. They weren't tragic accidents, but planned changes. When you employ your whole might, reality will respond strongly. Manifestations will happen very instantly. Synchronicity will multiply beyond coincidence, culminating in ongoing confirmation. Abundance will arrive in tidal waves, not trickles. Connections will occur as a result of magnetic inevitability rather than arduous cultivation, and the universe will adore your name. The elements will react to your presence. With celebration, time bends to meet your actions, and reality reshapes itself to serve your purpose. Your greatness has awaited you from the dawn of time. Embrace it now.